The film opens on a children's TV show where a trained monkey was the star of the whole thing, not just a performer, the main character. But one day, out of nowhere, something inside him snapped. The sweet little act dropped, and the animal underneath came crawling out. He killed everyone on that set, mercilessly. One kid had crawled under a table just to stay alive. The monkey spots him, locks eyes, starts moving closer. The kid is frozen. Then, something shifts. The gentle side takes over again. The monkey waves high and walks away. After that day, the show was gone. Years pass, and now we're out on the countryside ranch. An old man is training horses for a film production shoot. Then, out of nowhere, strange objects start raining down from the sky. Among them, a coin. That coin drives straight into the old man's skull and tears through his brain. He dies on the spot. His son, standing right beside him, is left completely shattered. The doctors try to comfort him. These things happen, they say. Maybe a plane passed overhead and the coin just fell. The son accepts this theory because honestly, he had heard something passing above that day. Then 6 months go by. Everything his father used to do now falls on OJ's shoulders. He trains the horses. He lands a film production contract. He brings his horse Lucky to the set. On the film set, OJ's sister introduces herself and drops some history. The very first man to ride in a motion picture was their grandfather, and every horse used in Hollywood since then has been trained by their family. That's the legacy they carry. But when shoot time rolls around, Lucky spots the light reflections on set and completely loses it. The co-actors see this horse spiral out of control and want nothing to do with it. Just like that, OJ's very first project slips right through his fingers. He's devastated. The family business he was supposed to carry forward feels impossible now. So he makes a call. He's going to sell Lucky. He takes the horse to a nearby theme park, and there he meets Ricky. Turns out, Ricky is that same kid who survived the monkey attack years ago. He tells that story to every single person who walks through his doors. He talks about how, even after losing his whole family, he rebuilt himself. He built a theme park from the ground up. He tells OJ, "I could buy one horse. I could buy your whole stable." But OJ doesn't want to sell everything, so he walks out. His sister, though, she wanted that deal to happen. That night, at home, the lights start flickering. A terrifying sound creeps in from outside. One of OJ's horses snaps its rope and bolts from the stable. OJ jumps in his truck and chases it, and that's when he sees something in the sky. Something strange. What looks like an alien ship. And just like that, it vanishes. OJ notices something crucial. The moment the alien ship disappears, his house lights flicker back on. 100% confirmation. The ship had been cutting every electrical signal near his home. He rushes back to tell his sister. She gets excited. "If we get footage of that thing and sell it to the media," she says, "we'd be set for life." They form a plan to capture it on camera, but they can't watch the sky 24/7. So they decide, first thing in the morning, they're installing CCTV cameras all around the property. A technician comes out to do the install. He's immediately confused because instead of pointing the cameras inside the house, they want every single one aimed at the sky. He figures out something unusual is going on up there. Out of curiosity, he keeps access to the camera feed for himself so he can monitor it from his office. That night, OJ and his sister wait for the ship to return. It comes close, but never gets recorded because every time it approaches, all electronics shut down, including the cameras. They realize they need a completely different approach. Meanwhile, the technician at home scrubs through the footage at high speed, and he notices something strange. Every cloud is moving except one. Something is hiding behind that cloud. He drives over to OJ's place to say so. They explain they think it's an alien ship. Can't they just photograph that cloud and prove it? The technician shakes his head. Nobody is going to believe us. On the other side, Ricky is back at his theme park, performing his show. His trademark trick, making enormous things disappear in seconds. Today's main act, the horse he bought from OJ. The crowd is packed. Then out of nowhere, a violent storm rolls in. Ricky grins, plays it up like it's all part of the act. But above the park, it's that same cloud, the one that hasn't moved in days. It drifts right over the park and the storm intensifies. Then it swallows Ricky and the horse whole. That's when the biggest twist drops. It's not an alien ship, it's a living creature, a massive predator that survives by eating humans and animals. OJ had known about it all along. He'd been feeding it, controlling it, using it as his disappearing act. But today, the creature goes out of control and swallows Ricky himself. Everyone panics and flees. By evening, the park is completely empty. When OG arrives that evening, the alien is already waiting, as if it sensed someone coming. It moves toward him immediately. OJ dives under a cabin to hide, slams his head on something hard, and blacks out. The alien doesn't find him and moves on. When OJ finally comes to, he sprints out of there and calls his sister from the road. "That thing we thought was a ship," he says. "It's not. It's a living alien. It eats people and animals. I saw it myself. It swallowed everyone at the park, and it came after me. I'm coming home." He hangs up. Then his sister hears it too, a terrifying sound directly above the house. The alien is hovering right over their home now, but instead of taking OJ's sister, it starts dumping things: clothes, belongings, blood, the remains of everyone it has ever eaten raining down on their roof. In under a minute, the house is soaked. And that's when another piece clicks into place. The alien can only digest flesh and bone. Everything else, blood, clothes, objects, it throws back out. That was the rain that killed OJ's father. The coin that pierced his skull was just the debris from a prior meal. OJ and his sister bring the technician up to speed on everything. They want to capture this alien on film, expose it to the world. But the same problem remains. Every time it comes close to the ground, all electronics shut down. So how do you film something that kills your camera? The technician takes them to a wildlife photographer who owns a hand crank camera. No battery, no electricity, runs entirely on manual power. They ask to borrow it, explain the whole story. He doesn't believe them. He sends them packing. That night, watching the news, he hears about a creature in the area, one that's been killing animals and people and hasn't been seen yet. It all clicks. He drives the camera over to OJ's place himself. They set it up near the house because they know the alien stays close to this area. They also plant electrical devices around the property, so the moment those devices cut out, they'll know the alien is near. Setup done. Now they wait. While waiting, OJ's sister spots a man headed toward the theme park. That place is a death trap. She chases him down. "Who are you? What are you doing here?" He says he's a news reporter, there to cover the disappearances. She warns him clearly, "Don't go toward that park. It's dangerous." He doesn't listen. He mounts his bike and rides forward. Just a short distance in, the bike dies. He crashes hard. The bike cut out for the same reason everything cuts out. The alien was nearby. OJ, watching from a distance, knows exactly what's coming. He rides out on horseback to save the man, but it's too late. The alien swallows the reporter whole. Meanwhile, the wildlife photographer had captured all of it on his hand-crank camera from a distance. He already had more than enough footage, but he wanted more, so he walks right under the alien. He has no idea this thing has a massive suction force. It pulls him straight in. He's gone. Now it's just the three of them left: OJ, his sister, and the technician. The alien turns its attention to them. It shifts shape, morphing into a giant parachute-like form, and surges toward OJ's sister. She runs. She outsmarts it. She stays just far enough ahead that it can't catch her. She finds the reporter's bike on the road. She tries to start it, and miraculously, it fires because the alien is far enough away now. She rides straight into the theme park, finds the giant helium balloons anchored around the grounds. She cuts them loose and sends them flying into the sky. The alien mistakes the balloons for humans. It swoops up and swallows them whole. And right at that moment, OJ's sister pulls out her digital camera and snaps the shot. The camera works because she's far enough away from the alien now, and she's got it on full zoom. Finally, they have the photo, the proof. But then, the helium gas inside those balloons hits the alien's insides, and in one massive, catastrophic blast, the alien explodes right in front of them, dead. OJ's sister breathes for the first time in what feels like forever. She sinks to the ground, completely exhausted. Across the way, OJ is safe too, though he took a fall from his horse and is nursing some injuries. Mission accomplished. They have the photo. They can sell it. They can tell the world. And on that note, the movie ends.